I'm back. I actually was going to do something else, but then I got this idea and I wanted to do it first. I actually have 4 cartoon postcards already drawn, but then I had this idea and I thought, nope, gonna do this first. Because why not? Why not? So this one is going to be in stages, and I might actually do 2 different ones. So I am going to make flowers, and I am doing this as wet on dry, because I want a little bit more control over these. And I'm doing ones that aren't touching right now because, again, I want control over these. And I think I might have a light one. Oh, I want this a little more watery. Maybe. These are kind of dark, but again, I'm starting with my lightest color. And I'm being very purposeful and not having them touch. So I've got these colors in pairs on purpose. Maybe I should make it a little lighter. But I am going to do these, and again, not touching. This one I might do 4, and I haven't drawn it out. I'm just kind of going with what is in my brain. That's scary. What's in my brain? So not taped down, going clear to the edge. Okay. And rinse this out. Thankfully, I remembered to do lighter first. Okay. Oh yeah. Oh, I like. Okay, that's a little more watery. I don't know why that yellow just so bright. Just not touching. And again, what's the name of the game? Let's have fun. So that's what we're going to do. We're just going to have fun. Put this one down here. Whenever you do art, you don't have to have things centered. You can do them however you want, but creating kind of a balance within the art. Don't overthink it though, because again, we're just having fun. So I'm gonna put one like right here. Ooh, I like how that is. There we go. I'm sorry I breathe loud. I get so concentrated and I just don't pay attention to my body, I guess. And also, ever since I mowed, I've really been congested. And I guess the air quality is crap. Sorry, I said the word crap. Okay. I think I'm gonna do maybe a little bud here, just a bud, and maybe just a little. Again, I'm not letting anything touch, and you'll see why later. Oh. Maybe I'll do this here. Maybe I'll do it a little different than I thought I was gonna do. I'll just do this. But again, not touching. We don't want it to touch. There is method to my madness. And madness it is. Okay, since I did these little teeny tiny ones, do I want to do, yes. Oh, you can't see, sorry, I got it out of camera range. Okay, not touching. Dry. Okay, got that. I think I'm going to maybe do another one. Wow, we are almost. Okay, here's the one that I need to send in. Look at this. Here's the, let me bat that out of the way. Here's the one I need to send in. And then I've got 1, 2, 3 more. Not counting my little cartoon guys that I'm gonna do after I do this, because I decided I wanted to do this first. Okay, let's let that dry a little bit. And we are going to do another one, but this time making sure that I have it right side up. There are a few of them that I've done that are upside down. Upside down. Okay, no, not gonna sing. Not going to sing. Maybe I should just, there we go. Okay, now I can see it. These I'm gonna do just a smidge different, just because I am wanting just a slightly different effect. But still, I am not letting them touch, because the second part is not going to be like the first part on these. There we go. Okay. So with this one here, you sit over there and you dry. With this one, I'm going to do some different colors here. This one, just going to add, the color into our wet spots. Man, since I did that other one where maybe I should add a few more wet spots. Oops, I got paint on my face. Where we, what was I thinking? Where we did the, the dots, the spots. I am kind of liking doing more than one at a time. Okay. Make sure I don't confuse myself with what I'm doing. Okay, I've done use my different yellows. Just keeping it in. I'm going to add a little bit to this. Okay, now I'm going to go in and I'm going to get a different color. And I'm just going to add it. Just add it to the wet. And just watch how it goes. Not doing anything more to control it. Just putting the wet on here. So did you see that, how I controlled that? I held the tip down when I got some water out. I don't know if you can see that. Just squeeze it and bloop. Not letting it touch. It's going to be a skinnier one. Skinnier petals. Okay. There we go. Okay, I'm going to use the color I already have on my brush. I'm going to go down to this end. Ooh, look how it goes up when there's no other color there, but it, see how it goes up more? Interesting. Wow, I wasted a lot of color. Okay. I am going to there we go. And then I'm going to add the other color to this. See how it goes. Interesting. I'll add a little more color. Interesting how it reacts. It sucks it up and then it releases it, especially when there's a bigger splotch of water. Interesting. Letting the water do its thing. Okay, let me add one more. Oops. One more area. Hello. There we go. Kind of got stuck in there. Come on. There we go. Had to let gravity help just a smidge. There we go. Bring it towards, and again, not touching. Each one individually does its own thing. Be a little different. Oh yeah, see how, so I guess I want my dominant color to go on first, and then we will do an accent color. little more pigment on my brush. Oh yeah. Let it just kind of pull it down. Interesting. See if I can add just a smidge more pigment to those. Yeah, that's looking a little muddy. A little more brilliant. Here, let's do this. Let's get just lighter, 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 lighter. There we go. Oh, I must have bobbled because those two merged. Okay, I'm gonna pause. And like magic, we're back. And we have different color, a different thing. Blink. It was just like you blinked. Blink. Okay. I am going to add another color. And I think I'm going to wet this down a little bit. Okay, now where we did not touch, now we're adding over. And I'm hoping, maybe not. I was hoping that the other part would be, maybe I should have done darkest first. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it dries. It may dry and surprise me. So I'm just going to, I'm going to trust the process, and I am going just to let it do what it does. Now, if you notice, I'm using a different color than the one I started with on purpose. I think what I'm going to do also, taking advantage of that being wet, I'm going to come in and I am going to add just a little hint down here of another color. So my hope was that the color underneath, and maybe, yeah, as it's drying, maybe it is doing that just a little. There we go. And I might come in after this is dry with just a little bit of watercolor to maybe, I don't know, maybe I fiddled too much sometimes. That's what I'm always afraid of, that I just do too much. And again, so if you don't know, I have had a love-hate relationship with watercolor. I want to overwork it, and I've kind of gotten in my own way when it comes to watercolor. I just, yes, it's frustrating because you have to let the brain do something different. It is not, this one might work out a little bit. it is not the usual that I'm used to. So this series is helping me have fun and let go. I mean, I know the basics and I can do it and I can help others explore, but like I said, I have had a love-hate relationship with watercolor. And I'm just trying to let it be more watery. Just let it have its fun little doodly doodly doo. Maybe I want this down here too. There we go. And then it can be like that. Oh, I like it. I like it. Okay, we're gonna go in and I am gonna be using our beautiful red. And art snobs, don't get after me for not using the actual color, what these are called. You have to remember, I'm used to working with children, that while they do appreciate knowing the actual names of things, they also like keeping things simplistic. Oh, look at that, that's fun. Love it. Letting the water work for me. Okay. I'm gonna get this red and I am going to maybe mix it with a little orange. So that it looks like it goes better. Add a little more water. If you're wondering what I'm talking about, this is what I'm doing. I'm just kind of mixing it with some orange to tone it down just a little bit. And then adding more water. I want it just to flow. Flow. Just to flow and to be a little more iridescent or translucent. So many words. But like most of you know, I love words. I collect words. As it dries, I'm hoping we can see where it's crossing over. And if not, that's okay. I had an idea, and we'll see if it works or not. That's all. That's all. Yeah, Felina agrees. And I love having stuff go off of the page. I know. Yeah. No, you can't come up. Your hair will get in these. Nope. Sorry. Nope. I know. I know. But you can't. I'm sorry. And everybody loves you, but it's just not working today. Not today, Felina. Not today. No. Ow. That was my hiney. You are a stinker. You are. I'm telling you. You are a stinker. Ow. You be nice. Oh, wow, that's a little dark. Okay, well that's coming out a little different than I thought. Let me start it from the middle and just kind of go around. I guess it is what it is. Okay, I'm gonna use a little bit of this. Give this a little depth. I'm liking how that's coming out. I think that'll work. Yay. One more little. Adding a little. Adding a little. Huh. I think I like it. Oh, my other is taking so long to dry. So what I might do is I'm gonna stop and do another segment. Oh gosh, already 25 minutes. Good Lord. Okay, let me stop. Here we are back. Yes, I added a little bit more to this one. I am gonna want to add some more details. I know it's just watercolor, but I want some definition in there. But you can see, you can kind of see some of them where the overlap. I like that. That was the part I was wanting. Okay, this one took forever to dry. Let's stick it right there just for a second. Oh, let's see. Let's do this. That's a little better. Okay, let's get this in here. Okay. So I am going to use a little darker on this to make my other, and I am not wetting it because I want that overlap. There we go. Just gonna use that overlap. Just make it real watery. Now remember, when you are painting over something that has already been painted, you want to try to just go lightly, or you will pick some up like that one did. That picked up some. There we go. Okay, just do it lightly. I can use that to my advantage. This one melded together. Makes me a little grouchy, but that's okay. I'm gonna do these quickly and let this dry some while we work on the other one. Oh, yes. Oh, see how that looks a little more translucent? I love it. Love it, love it, love it. Okay. Let's just start. Oops. Let's make this really watery. Connecting. Oh, there we go. Yes. So maybe it does work better to have the first be wet to where you're painting wet on wet, and then the second to be wet on dry. Maybe that gets me just a little bit. Oh, I forgot these were smaller leaves. Oh, I like how that, see how that's overlapping? Look at this here. Let me pull it up a little bit more. See how that's kind of overlapping that. Oh, it's looking pretty. Okay, I want to keep these the same shape. Overlap. I am going to come back in with the orange while this is wet. Oh, yes. I'm loving it. There we go. This is giving me a little bit more of what I wanted. Dark on the outside. There we go. Okay. Gonna do this kind of reddish orange color that I mixed up. Just, oh, maybe I need a little more. I didn't quite have enough pigment. There we go. Okay, just let it kind of become a part of it. There we go. Oh, yes. Let it bleed up. I think I want a little bit more, just orange. There we go. That was a little muddy. Let that kind of go up. Nice. Make it not as much. There we go. Okay, I think I want to do just some single little buds. Maybe to add this third color type of flower. Maybe have one up here. One down here. Just add a little more interest. Maybe one here. And one just barely coming up here. There we go. Okay, we're gonna let that dry. And while we're letting that dry, I am going to just switch this over just a smidge. Here we go. Now this one I did do the stems because I wanted to get started. And I'm going to do a green. I'm going to kind of mute it a little bit. And I'm just going to, oops, add some flowers. Again, we're trying to get some translucent elements going on here. So I'm just making it white and watery. Maybe have a little just blade of green. Just adding a little bit. Just a little bit. Trying not to oversaturate. Because that's exactly what I didn't want to happen. There we go. Gotta go down here. And right in front of that flower, but just, there we go. Oops, put my finger in it. Okay. Needing to remind myself that I'm keeping it light and whimsical. Okay, now I am going to add some green elements here. These stems, I wanted these stems just a little bit different. There we go. The bottom of the flower. Just see it there. Pretty. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Okay. There we go. Here we are. Now I'm going to decide if I want to do outline or not, because we know how much I like to fiddle with things. So here we go. There's that. I'm going to go ahead and come into this one. It's dried part way. I'm going to add greens to this. Little buds. Hey, bud. There we go. Trying to have fun. Experiment with something different. There we go. Trying to touch it without. There we go. Just adding a little whimsy. Oops, that one didn't do much, did it? Adding a little whimsy, trying not to overthink anything. Not overthinking it at all. Okay. Nice. Okay, letting that. Put this over to dry a little bit. Switching back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. Depth of color, just a little. Don't know if I'm helping or hurting it. Oops. I don't know. Kind of like that color, and now I'm messing with it. I don't know, we'll see. We'll see. Coming in when it's mostly dry, but not totally dry, so that it feel like I gotta do something with this. Okay. Totally on the, there we go. Just around it. Okay. Okay, am I fiddling too much? Because I feel like I am. I feel like I'm trying to be too detailed. Tell me to stop. No, don't tell me to stop. I don't know. I kind of like that. What do you think? Oh, I guess I didn't have that all the way in the thing. What do you think? What do you think? Boy, some of these, okay, I do need to fiddle with this because that washed out the color. So now I'm gonna add some color. Sometimes we have too much. Pink. I think that helped. Not sure. I will see. And again, sometimes we can just fiddle too much, and then we end up making a muddy mess. And I am not wanting to make a muddy mess. Okay. Okay, we will let these dry. Wow, this is going to be another long one. Well, what do I expect? I'm doing 2 paintings. So I've got this one with the blues and yellow orange, and then I've got this one with the blue, yellow, and orange, but kind of different. Just little different flowers. Okay, we're gonna let these dry. And I'm gonna come back and I'm going to decide whether I want to fiddle more, or if I'm just gonna, oops, or if I'm just gonna be done. Just gonna be done. Okay. We will pause again. Okay, we're back and we're gonna try a couple different things. So I think I am, no. Okay. Well, that's the same color. I don't think it, yeah, it's not showing. Okay, I was gonna do yellow. Yellow around, but that's not working. And my orange looks more brown, but we'll see. I just feel like it's not as defined as it could be. Oh, I like that. Just a nice light little definition. There we go. And I am going to overlap them. I am going to highlight the overlap. And we're going to make this look like this was a little overlap too. I'm just going to fix this like that. It's maybe from the other side. Oh, I like it. Adds just a little something, something. Oops, if I get it on the lines. Okay. Again, I apologize. Oh my goodness. Yay, allergens. Let's see, let's come over here and do this one. Of course, the blue ones I am going to do with the blue. I do like my inks. A little. There we go. So it looks more like a bud, not a blob. Okay. Yeah. Just a little definition, not taking away from the painting itself. Oops. It wouldn't do what I wanted it to do. There we go. That's fun. Keep my hand up. Oh, I forgot I left the fan on this time. Makes a little bit of noise. I apologize. Scoot this over so you can see what I'm doing. I'm trying to hold my hand above the paper. Just a little different, and I have to remind myself we're having fun. We're experimenting and we are having fun. I like it. Perfect. Yeah. And those lines kind of disappear into the orange. There we go. I wanted kind of the stained glass effect. Okay, we're gonna let that set for a little bit while we're working in the yellows. Look how this one, how it like gathered. I mean, it does kind of look overlappy. You know what? I might do those in this as well. Oh yeah. So I'm going to outline each one even, and then showing the overlap. Again, it kind of, my effect that I was trying to get was more like a stained glass window. So that's kind of what it looks like. And again, we're having fun. We're just having fun. No pressure. There we go. I like that. Doodly doodly doo. It's almost like geometric shapes. Or the, what's it called? The Venn diagram. When it crosses over, it reminds me of the Venn diagram. Oops. Why are you not coming down there? There we go. Okay. Yeah, I think this is nice. Yeah. It does almost look like a stained glass. I wish I had a color that was not quite this dark, but darker than that yellow. I don't know how well inks mix. I don't know. You know what? Well, I'm thinking about this one and that yellow. I am going to try something here. Just try something with this, like this underneath color. Somehow how to blend the effect. Huh, not bad. What do you think? Not bad. Not bad at all. Okay. So then this makes me want to do some of that on this one, just to make it look not so, I don't know. It seemed a little boxy. Now, there we go. Look at that. I like it. But I'm still debating upon, here, I know what I'm gonna do. I will practice on this one with the blues. Let me get that out of there. And I am debating. I might do that one with this color. See how it goes. This is kind of lighter. Whoops. Is it even gonna show up? This one, I don't know. It's like, I can see the color, but it looks like it's lost its pigment. Okay, not using that color. See if this one's any better. Maybe, maybe not. And again, it is no fault of these inks. I literally have had them for over 40 years. And inks are supposed to be used up before then. And they have been in and out of the elements. Just, yeah, I'm not taking care of them like I should have. Maybe I like this just a little lighter. Just to give it a little extra, but not overwhelming. Okay. I am sad. I'm gonna need to get some more inks. I've enjoyed working with them, but I need to replenish my colors. And I'm spoiled. I've never used a different type of, well, I can't say I've never used. On a big scale, I haven't used many different colors. I mean, many different brands. So the Winsor & Newton, what I like. What I like. Okay, doodly doodly doo, doodly doo. So very light, but it's actually working more like, just like an accent. Maybe, oops, hello, sorry. Sorry. There we go. Do a little bit of that. Get some cohesion going. A little bit of that. A little bit of this and a little bit of that. Why is that not wanting? There we go. There. I like it. I kind of like that one. So now I'm not too sad about doing this one because I know it's going to be light. Here we go. Oh, nice. Liking this. Oops. This is fun. And again, I'm like zoning out while I'm doing this because it just is relaxing. Okay, I think it's drying a little more. You can see a little bit, but it's not overwhelming. That's why I wish I had a color just a smidge different than the yellow. I wonder. Oops. Oh no. Shoot, there's a sharp part in there. It broke. I mean, I know I have some other tips I can trade out. And tips do break, especially when they get old. Oh, I don't know if this is... I'll have to get pliers to undo that. Well, it's a good thing I have my other one. But yeah, tips do give out. They don't last forever. So what I was doing, I don't know if you can see it, when you press down, it gets wider and it like draws in the ink. So that's what I was doing. But again, these are old. And they are, I'm not surprised when they break. This color is so light, so light. I am gonna have to get new inks because I want to do some ink projects too. I love having colored inks. I feel spoiled having colored inks. This is fun because I get to experiment with more creativity, good gravy, than I had been allowing myself. So I am being creative thanks to you guys. I'm allowing myself just a little bit of freedom to just have fun. I mean, because seriously, if I wasn't making these, I wouldn't be going into depth like I am now. I would just do one or two and go, okay, well, I'm done. But every day I get some more ideas. Okay. I wonder. If maybe, does this come out? Maybe. I'm going to try this color. I may hate it or I may love it. But since it's already a part of the base, then I will use it. Maybe I won't overlap. Maybe I will. Being just a little bit different than the other postcard. I kind of like this. And then I can come in here like this. Just add that little. Add that little ump-a-dump. I like it. I like it. I'm glad I chose the red. Cute, cute, cute. So I'm just doing the outline and the outline. Oops. We're doing the background ones. Oops. And the main ones. There we go. I think we're almost done. I think we are, oops, yikes. Because I'm not working in order. And then I'm going to come in. Bloop, 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 bloop. Look at that. There we go. I think I'm going to stop fiddling. I think we are done. I really like how this one came out. Really like how it came out. Nice. So here we go. Here is this one. And then here's this one. Similar, but not the same. There we are. Well, I hope you had fun, just as much fun as I did. And I hope you liked our little experiment, a little flower garden. Okay, well, that's it for this time. Peace. Hope you had fun. Thumbs up. Well, fingers aren't quite as messy as they were last night. Just a little. Anyway, there we are. Pretty, pretty. I think if I were to pick a favorite, it would be this one. I don't know. I like it because I used the red and kind of like that. And I don't know, it seems a little softer. This one, I mean, I like this one too. But of the two, this one's my favorite. Okay, keep curious, just have fun, and stay creative. Thanks, guys. I'll see you later.